Let's all welcome Jackie Speier, who's been a real champion.
Yeah, let's I'm going to wait for the Continental story now. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm humbled to be among you because as I look across this room and the faces, they tell hundreds of stories of life and death and hope. And I just want you to know that I know that I speak to Mike as well, that we are truly in awe of you for being here tonight. I want to first say thank you to Maureen Woolley, the Executive Director, for all of the great work that you've done. And Lauren Neff, who has worked very closely with us in developing our legislation. Thank you for that. And to my good friend, Mike McCaul, we almost, for a very short period of time, he is the chair of a subcommittee on Homeland Security on oversight. And for a very short period of time, I was his ranking member.
You left?
And then I left you. It was the biggest mistake of my political career so far. But in any case, I'm honored to be working with you on this very important issue. You know, 20-odd years ago, when I was elected to the state legislature in California, someone gave me a poster. And I framed the poster and it hung in my office there for 18 years. And the poster was a picture of a balding man kissing a baby with streamers all over the place and campaign signs. And the message on the poster read, "Don't you wish they cared as much about children after they got elected?" And I hung that in my office because I thought it was a very important message about certainly my values, about caring about children, even though they don't vote, even though they don't have rich lobbyists representing them, but they have all of us. And as we celebrate Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, I think it's very important for us to reflect upon that. Everyone knows that someone in their life has been affected by cancer. Every one of us has had someone who has been affected by cancer. Not everyone has had a child affected by cancer. And for those who have, the pain and the fear and the concern is real. And it stays with you forever. And there's not a person in this room that wouldn't want to change places with their child, to ease their pain, and to give them a chance at life. Now the good news is that we have seen some great progress made. And 30 years ago, you know these statistics, only 50% of the children with cancer survive more than 5 years. Today that number is up to 80%. So it's remarkable to see that kind of improvement. But it's not so remarkable to note that there's only been one cancer drug for children that's been approved in the last 20 or 30 years. That, to me, is outrageous. So, to you, Congressman McCaul, I share your interest in wanting to incentivize these drug companies to do the right thing for the children of this country. The bill that I introduced today, that is co-authored by Congressman McCaul, is H.R. 3015. It is a bill that many of you are familiar with. It is called the Pediatric Cancer Survivorship Bill, and I understand a similar bill is being introduced on the Senate side by Jack Reed. And it's basically going to empower the Department of Health Services to have the tools they need to better understand and to treat childhood cancer survivors. While these children are living longer, we all know they are also coming down to secondary cancers. They are coming down with complications. They're having problems with their organs, and we need to help them have a survival that is indeed one that is not just longer, but one that is healthy as well. You know, there's a lot of talk these days about deficits. And I'm like everyone else. I want to make sure that we pay our bills. I want to make sure that we have the right priorities. But I do not want to balance the budget on the backs of cancer patients, of doctors, or of researchers. And I think that part of our message should be to everyone who we come in contact with over the next couple of days that this is the one area where we will not compromise. When you really look at it, the percentage of dollars within the Cancer Institute spent on childhood cancer is minuscule. It is unacceptable. And there are lots of places that we can look for waste in government. There was a report that came out just today about contracting in the Department of Defense for the wars that we've been engaged in for 10 years. And guess what? That report has calculated that there is waste of between $30 and $60 billion over the last 10 years on contracting for that war. So why don't we take some of that money and spend it on childhood? So tonight is a night to celebrate the fact that we're together, that we have a cause, that we have people who can do something about it. And I am not going to ever forget something that Susan Leader said to me just a few moments ago. She said, "These kids don't deserve this." And it's a simple statement. It's a very true statement. And we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that they get what they deserve. We say good, long,